Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And guys, you're with me, Mike Spider Slayer. That's right, guys, getting ready to do another comic book review. And this comic book review is the kickoff to Villains Month Forever Evil issue number 1. Now, I suggest you read this particular issue before you start jumping into like the villains issues because it kind of gives you an idea of how all the villains got loose and why they have all these books to begin with. Because you have your favorite villain, I have my favorite villain, and somewhere along the line they've been let loose, and you want to find out what they're about. Well, read their villain's book. So I think the way DC has done this whole thing has been spectacular. I think it's great. And this story kind of continues, it kind of takes place right after what happened in the Trinity War, as you got to see the crime syndicate come through from Earth 3. This was a great book as well. It's written by Geoff Johns also, and the artwork this time is done by David Finch. So when I found myself first reading the book, the first couple of pages, I'm like, whoa, the art's a little different here. Lex Luthor's got some buck teeth. Not too used to this. The characters look a little lengthy, a little sketchy. But about 5, 6 pages into it, when I got to this point right here, I'm like, okay, I'm on board now. Like, I got used to it real quick. And then when it got to this page right here, where you get your little fold-out poster, I was totally psyched. I'm like, I love what's going on right now with DC because this just reminds me of comics I read when I was a kid. And you can't help but everyone has that bad guy side inside of them, that villain inside of you. Because deep down, you like villains. You want to know about these villains. And again, that's why these villains books are out this month. I just think it's a perfect idea. However, what did I think about the story here? I thought the story was good. It was a very solid story. It opens up with Lex Luthor doing, his normal type of sketchy business transactions, trying to take over Cord Industries, and we can see that something goes terribly wrong, and our crime syndicate is involved with the whole thing. Where we have Grid, who's trying to put out all the lights in Gotham and Metropolis and all the other cities as well. And the cool thing is in here is they're breaking into places where all the villains are. They break into Arkham Asylum. They break into all these other prisons, and they get freed. So you get Cold, that's freed, and you get everybody. I mean, everybody is here, and the crime syndicate constantly you see wording saying the world is ours, the world is ours. And the main thing is here is you get to see Ultraman get introduced for the first time, really, and you get to see our villains actually deciding should they be with these new bad guys or should they just go on their own. How much of a threat are they at? But the crime syndicate gathers them all together, and they say, Ultraman says, you got to be with me or don't go against us because you'll pay the price. And they're saying that the Justice League is dead, and it gets a nice introduction of our characters who you get to see who is Owlman, and you get to see who is Superwoman, and you get to see Power Ring and Deathstorm, and you see Johnny Quick and Atomica, and you get to see them all introduced. And while Lex Luthor is busy, I got his plane crashed, he sees a busted cell phone or whatever he's watching there, and he sees a broadcast of what's going on. And we see a random villain going against Ultraman, and he gets fried, and it's like, oh, so you don't go against them. It's a great thing. You get something that happens here with Nightwing in the issue, and the one thing that I found very cool here was you get to see Ultraman, and he's like Superman's opposite. So whatever hurts Superman helps Ultraman, and whatever is Superman's strength is Ultraman's weakness. And you get to see that at the end of the issue, and then you get to see Lex Luthor on his knees crying for Superman, saying, "Where the hell is he?" And you get to see this at the end of the issue, and that's kind of what ends. So I didn't give away too much because I really want you guys to enjoy this issue for yourselves. Definitely go out and buy it. You're not going to be disappointed. It's dialogue heavy, but however, it really gets you a feeling of what's happening in the DC universe right now, and it gets you pumped to see how these villains are going to act on taking over the world, and what villains actually join them, what villains go against them. And of course, again, it kicks off all these villain covers, so you get to learn about your favorite villain, which again I think is a great idea. So I'm going to give this issue a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Wasn't perfect for me just because the artwork was a little bit different. I don't think it was as good as Ivan Rice's art, and I thought it was a little bit dialogue heavy at times. However, the story was really good. I wish I saw a little bit more action here. But again, I understand it's a complete setup issue, but that's just my little gripes about it. So, but however, it's really great stuff here. And guys, tell me what you thought about this book. And as always, guys, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. Until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Bye.